Hey Credit Warriors, Credit Shuffle here, and this is just a short video to tell you about these amazing welcome bonuses on the Capital One Spark cards. Okay, these are business credit cards. So there are two credit cards, the Capital One Spark Cash for Business and the Capital One Spark Miles for Business. Let's start with the Spark Cash. So they are offering a sign-up bonus of a whopping $2,000 cash, okay? A $2,000 sign-up bonus, which is absolutely huge. It's kind of a two-stage thing. So you get $500 in cash back for the first $5,000 in spending in the first 3 months. And then the second stage is that you get an additional $1,500 cash back for $50,000 worth of spending in 6 months, okay, which is a total of $2,000 in cashback. Now this card earns 2% back on everything with no limits. It's kind of like Citi Double Cash but for business, right? So 2% back on everything. So that means on that $50,000 in spending, you're going to earn $1,000 in cash back anyway. So that's a total of $3,000 when you include that with the bonus. So that's a return of 6% on your first $50,000 worth of spending if you do it within 6 months. Okay, so that's a pretty good percentage return. It may not be as impressive as some sign-up bonus percentages, but if you think about it, for $50,000 worth of spending, if you look at other cards, they sometimes have, you know, up to 6% bonus categories, but they limit it to way less than $50,000 worth of spending. All right, so let's have a look at the, we'll look at a personal card first. The American Express Blue Cash Preferred. This offers 6% on US supermarkets, but it's limited to $6,000 in spending per year. That's nothing, right? It also earns 6% on streaming services cashback, but you know, the spending on that is very small anyway. Netflix is what, like $10 a month. The new Disney one is like $4.99, whatever. So really not very much. And now if we look at a business credit card, a comparable business credit card, the Amex Business Cash, yeah, another American Express, but anyway, that earns 2%, but only on the first $50,000 worth in spending each year, and then it goes down to 1%. This gives you 6% on $50,000, and then it goes down to 2%. So, you know, it's quite a good deal, I would say. Now let's have a look at the Capital One Spark Miles for Business. Now this is a very similar deal, but it's with miles instead of cashback. All right, so it's the same kind of thing. You spend $5,000 in 3 months and you will get 50,000 miles. And then it's, you know, you spend $50,000 in 6 months, inclusive of what you've already spent, and you get an additional 150,000 miles. So that takes you to 200,000. And then because it earns 2 miles on everything, you know, on every dollar spent, you're going to get an additional 100,000 miles for that 50,000 in spending. So you get 300,000 miles in your account. All right, so that's quite a lot. Now these miles can be redeemed either for a statement credit for travel, in which case they would be worth $3,000, or transferring over to transfer partners. Now remember, when you transfer to Capital One's transfer partners, it's a 2 to 1.5 ratio, so it's not 1 to 1 like Chase, Amex, etc. Not quite as good, but you may still be able to get more than 1 cent in value per mile if you transfer to partners, as long as you're booking, say, business or first class on routes that do not have high fuel surcharges. You can probably get, you know, 1.5 or up to 2 cents in value per mile still, even though you're transferring at 2 to 1.5, which could give you maybe $6,000 in value for the sign-up bonus on the miles, you know, the miles card, okay, which is huge, right? It'd be like 12% on every dollar spent for the first $50,000. But anyway, it's really up to you to get that value out of it. It depends whether it's convenient for you or not, depends on the flights, etc. A lot of variables, but at least $3,000 in value there. Now, both these cards have no foreign transaction fees and have a $95 annual fee that's waived for the first year. So they're what I would call tier 3 cards in my 5-tier credit card tier system. They are business cards, and do remember with Capital One, even though they're business cards, Capital One does actually report business card activity to the consumer credit bureaus. So if you're someone who's really trying to keep under 524, this may not be the card for you. But if that isn't a problem for you, then you might be interested in these cards and their massive sign-up bonuses, which are limited time offers. I'm not sure when they're ending. I couldn't find that information, but they are limited time offers. So I'll put the links to both of these cards below. If you are interested, feel free to have a look, check them out, learn more about them. As always, please subscribe if you are new for more credit card tips and tricks almost every day. We're waiting on information about the new updated Amex Green personal card. There's a rumor it might be coming out tomorrow. I don't know, cross fingers, don't hold your breath, but maybe. But anyway, as soon as we know something, we'll have videos about that too. So thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.